If I don't do it, who will notice? Hi, my name is Diana. It is 3:43 a.m. and I'm awake. Basically, this is the third time I've gotten up my bed in what you would call a short night for me, for two reasons. One, I've had to care for my child, and the second is I'm not able to sleep because I haven't gotten a content for today. Today's a Wednesday morning. Podcast comes out every Wednesday, and I went to sleep on Tuesday night knowing that I had no recordings for today, and I have had to wake up 3 times. I have studied, I have meditated, and I was just about to go back to sleep because I feel a bit heavy and tired. And as I walked back into my room, I said to myself, if I don't do it, who would notice? If I don't create a podcast message this Wednesday, if I don't send it out, who would miss it? Who would notice? People would probably just forget it was even Wednesday or that they were even expecting anything. And this is me trying to pet talk myself to sleep. Just saying, you know what, you've spent most of the night worrying about this thing, reading about it, meditating about it, praying about it, being in the place of meditation and letting something come out, and you haven't gotten anything. So just go to sleep. No one is going to notice if you do not produce a podcast this week. And just as I was about to lay down, it hit me. And what came to my mind was, if no one notices, you will notice. And it's because you will notice it, it's because you would miss it, it's because something would feel odd about your day. That's why you've had a restless night sitting up. Now here goes our message for this week. That thing and that idea that you have been procrastinating on, that you invested in and it probably failed, or you haven't invested in it and you've been sitting on it and you've asked yourself, if I don't do it, nobody's going to notice. People will notice. You will notice. And trust me, the world is probably missing a huge solution because you've been sitting on it, saying, if I don't do it, no one will notice. Somebody will probably do it. I haven't shared this idea out to anyone, so it's not going to make any difference. There's no shame on it. If you don't do it, the world will not be a better place. Something would be missing. And if you're there, you're thinking, if I take my life now, if I just cut this rope, if I end this pain, this betrayal I feel, this depression, this anxiety, this confusion in my mind, if I just cut the rope on it, nobody will miss me. Nobody will notice I'm even gone. I'm here. I've been here for weeks. Nobody has called me, or haven't eaten, or haven't gotten a good job. I haven't worn a new dress for the whole year. I've been on my old clothes. I think people are staring at me. So if I just let it go, if I just leave it, if I just, cut this rope, nobody will notice. People will notice. I'm here to tell you that people will notice. And if you think or you're convinced that no one will notice, you will notice. And there's no greater person to identify with you than yourself. So when you think that what you're doing is not important, or your existence is no longer important, you're wrong. If you don't do it, you will notice. And you are a very important factor in the whole equation. Your success is determined by you. Your failure is determined by you. Being constant at something or not is determined by you. How far you would go is determined by you. So yes, you will notice. I will notice. Someone will notice. The reason why notice boards or billboards or signboards are put out there is for people to come and see them, is to share information. Our lives are a notice board or a billboard or a signboard to something. To someone, it's a source of encouragement. To someone, it's probably what people don't want to be. So, growing up, I would tell my parents I wanted to be a lawyer. And once my father drove me past a prison and said, the people who speak for these people to go in there or not go in there are lawyers. And they're human beings. So you can clearly make a choice to be the one who speaks for these people or to be the one who goes in there. Then he says how you live your life is determined by you. And as we drove past, a few meters away, there was like a madman. And then he asked me, is this what you want for your life? I said, no, I want to be a lawyer. Why I use this example today is because people look at you, people notice you, people take out something from your life, and it doesn't matter whether you're doing it consciously, whether you're trying to be noticed or not. Someone is learning something from you. You are a billboard. So if you don't do it, trust me, someone will notice. I thank you all for all your feedbacks and support and all those encouraging words that you give every time and every week this podcast comes out. You're the reasons why I'm awake and why I'm motivated to get up and do something, because I know that some of you will notice. So stay unique, stay special. I am the voice, and together we are a gift to the world. I'll see you next week.